Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, hello, hello. My name is BERSERKASTS, and I am wondering, like you, where are the Axis? The only one making it to point so far is Doctor here. He's joined by Cypher. They both get taken out almost immediately. Chaos, Kato, kind of in the mix too, but not really. The Allies, the Soviets, apologies for the logo being wrong there, taking a dominating lead off the start of this one. I mean, faction-wise, it's correct, right? They were the Allies, yeah? Lend-Lease program, huge, America. At least during World War II. After World War, it's a different issue. But yeah, complete domination of the point. The Axis were a little late here. Core Squad already pushing to get the ground on the north side there. This looks like it's going to be a 3-2 here. Let's hop on board with this Core Squad as they push up the hill here. Look to gain the high ground behind the midpoint. Going up against Cult Recon right here. Weezenby not going to spot out Omen. Oh, he does. Omen just desperately trying to get to cover right here. Gonna be hard to fight into the high ground as he does go down. So 3-2 is gonna be the score off the start of this one. Oh, we have a little bit of a tank fight going on in the background. I could hear some ricochets. Also see the Lux in the back here. Easy 3-2 here on Stalingrad 4. The Allies. Lux doesn't really have too much to shoot at over here. There is a core. Hold the phone. There is a core something over here that he's shooting at. And our Raptors, possibly a light tank from the Raptors. I'm sorry, no light tanks. Maybe a recon. Yeah, there's recon. I love this little recon vehicle. It's so cool looking. It's like a up armored pickup with a gun in the back. It reminds me of like a technical you see out of the Middle East these days. Going back to midpoint right here. Axis are trying to challenge, not really having too much luck. You can see that they made some head ground on the south side. However, nothing pressuring the point really. Artillery is absolutely hammering both sides here on the midpoint. Quickly want to take a look at the map to see what the next points are for either team. On the Axis side, it's going to be Yellow House here on the top of the hill. And for the Allies or the Soviets, it's going to be Carriage Depot, of course, the midpoint here. Kato still within touching distance, and we have a little bit of a tank battle going by us right now on the screen. Now, the big issue with tank battles here on Stalingrad is that, oh, the phone, we can't even see who they're shooting at, but there is going to be a Katyusha strike coming in right now. Let's try and look for where that's landing. It's gonna be landing right onto the midpoint here. A little long. Ooh, just missing long with that Katyusha strike there. Gonna need a lucky hit to take out that PBS squad on point. Kavansai, Cypher, Broken Arrow, Joshua. Doing all right on point. Now Nasbrook has got a nasty little flank down here. What can he do from the flank? Nasbrook, not too much. He gets one Smekus and he gets dropped by Kato. Axis really staying in touch here, but Sani Totzer, Excite, Pressure Scout, putting a little bit of pressure here onto this PBS squad. Good satchel or a good push from infantry here could be the end of this push from the PBS squad. Ooh, Pressure has a laser beam right seemingly onto this OP here. Now I'm surprised that there isn't more resistance on the train carriages to bullets. They just pass right through. I mean, you look at that, it just passes right through. You'd think that these pieces of wood would be a little more bullet resistant after like the third piece. There's no metal though, it's just wood, okay. But like definitely there would be no penetration on the wheels. I mean, that would just ricochet. Little flank there by Excite. Not going to overrun the OP, but we'll wait to see if he put down a satchel to take it out. Looks like on the north, there's also somebody over here. We're going to have to go a little wider to encapsulate all this push. BC, a French clan. Bad Company, LPF, another French clan here. Looks like the French are sticking together on this north side, trying to push back in. STDB looks to have been kind of pushed off a point, honestly. That artillery is just too strong there. They're not really getting much on point. Next push is going to be from LPF here to try and make something on point. And while this is happening, we're actually seeing a little bit of cap progress on the backside here. Let's rotate for this one. Yeah, you can see the core squad has pushed in. They have some support now with STDB. Schnarchi, Elsepsis, Dasbind, and Will all pressuring point right now. As I say that, Dasbind gets obliterated by a tank on the backside, but right now, Schnar versus Tutari in a little bit of a pickle here. Gonna have to fight his way out of this one. Going for the long peek onto Ranger, not going to connect. Gets some shots onto Sotari. Phalanx defenders trying to fall back. Putting enough bodies inside sector at least to sell that cap for now. Wonder when Schnar is going to get some reinforcements in though, because he's in a 1v5 right now. Gets range to the north finally. Big L on the flank right here. Does get taken down. Big L cleaning up on the backside, and there goes the cap progress with it. On the mid, there also was a little bit of cap progress, but nothing else coming out of this one. First Panther out for the Axis side right here is going to be the tank of Ginger, Torfisk, and House Gangster. From the WTH tank, they're going to be going to the south side of the map, maybe looking for a peek onto some allied armor. Again, cap progress being tested a little bit here on the fourth point. A little further back in, STDB Phalanx pushing onto the strong point here to try and stop this cap. Will, again, gonna have to watch his flank here. Big Al's gonna have an easy time on this one. He's gonna come over the fence and see Will on the backside. Is he gonna go for a knife? No, he'll just casually go for another kill on the backside. Takedown, cleaning up. However, the rest of the core squad pretty spaced out nicely here. They are getting taken out one by one though, so that spacing not giving them many good angles here just yet. Now they are going to know from this where the defensive pressure is coming from, almost exclusively from the south side. Let's see whether or not they can transition this into taking down those spawns. Elsepsis is going to be going for a flank on the right side here. He sees Poyo Sima due to the MG fire, due to the tracers coming out from him. Ooh, or does he? I don't think he saw it. Poyo's going to see Elsepsis there. Oh, I figured he'd seen those shots come out from that first burst. I guess that's not the case though. So Poyo doing a good job holding down the flank here. Excites joining the attack for the core squad here. Many more defenders on point than attackers though. Very open ground here. You can see smoke coming out. That's not going to do a whole lot. I like this spacing from the defending Axis though. Satori's got a little bit of a trap set up too. Zobra is going to get taken up by Weezenby. Sight Captain. Both pushing on the east side. Ranger going to hold down one. Gets traded back to Excite here. And here comes the cap progress again. However, PBS squad coming in force down the road right here. Satori's the last one alive. Gets one with the mine. Gets a second with a nade. Satori on the backside, gonna maybe get a third. Nope. Trench shotgun. Oh, hold the phone. Yes. Trench shotgun wins, but Satchel beats trench shotgun here. Toki, only one left alive on point here. And the defenders, with some reinforcements from PBS here, look to clean up this pressure on the backside. We'll see if they can get the OP or if this OP's rotated. I wouldn't be surprised if this OP was going to be rotated here now with this extra pressure coming on the backside. However, I mean, HTD is spawning there to open air, maybe giving some coordinates for artillery. Yep, there we go. Kilo squad with the Artie call coming out. That's not going to be good for the core squad, as already they're getting taken out Smekis with some shots onto the spawn. Nice is going to complement that first core squad with a second OP for maybe some rotations. However, little does he know, the open air is already here with the defensive pressure. Really, I'd love to see one of these core squad leaders rotate around the backside of this pressure here and try and get a OP up where they can pressure the spawns. This is a lot of bodies too for, it looks like about 3 squads possibly. I mean, at least 3 squads. HTD doesn't have a full squad. They only have 2 or 3 guys. PBS is a full squad, and then Phalanx is a full squad. So about even. As two squads to 3 right here on the defensive. So that's going to free up some bodies for the allies here to do something. Now, looks like they're going to pull the trigger on that. They're actually going to use an airhead to break open this from the backside, but unfortunately there's nobody here to cover it. Poyo should... I don't even have to say Poyo. There's a tank right below us here. So this Panther should easily be able to come here and clean this up. Unless the airhead lands in a really awkward spot. I don't think it is going to. I think it'll be easily taken out by the HE. The other day we saw St. Mary Glees, the airhead land in the... Hold the phone. The Panther misses it completely. Airhead goes down. There's nobody here defending. Oh, I thought the Panther was tracking that airhead all the way. He has no clue. The garrison marker is about 150 meters off of where the airhead is. Airhead's in relative cover. This is going to be a free spawn wave here, unless this Panther can get the shot. And there we go. More accurate marker drops. Now, Phalanx Proximo Electro should be able to here. I wonder if the Panther's going to see it as he comes across to spawn in. Schnarshy's going to get the rotation off. He's looking for no nades coming out. Zobraz is going to be the first to see this airhead. Still ability for a spawn wave to come in here. Proxima is going to go for the manual take. I believe it's overrun by now. And down it goes, but still that's 2 squads in. Down more, albeit a recon squad. Unfortunate they didn't have more diverse squad leads to rotate, but they've already passed 50% cap on this one. So this alternate pressure here could be pretty strong from core, especially if they can rotate the whole squad into it. I figured that the Axis saw that one first time from the tank. Not the case though. We'll see where those rockets are going to land. They're right in the middle here. So let's see. You get 1, 2. The third one should have killed Ranger in the north. He stays up somehow. Yeah, really not. I would love if they just tweaked the AoE a little bit, brought it a little tighter in. It just seems so useless. It's more of a weapon of fear than it is of war. It's like the propaganda option is the Katusha with one battery at least. If there's multiple, like if it was like an 8, so you have 2 and you can drop it there, that might be a little more effective at covering a larger area. Schnarshy is going to be very aggressive here. I'll just call him Schnar. I feel like I'm messing up his name every time I say it. Really, we've shifted the front back here now. And Schnar is... I don't know where his OP is exactly. I believe he's probably dropped it already because Kavanstein should have an easy shot onto him here. It's going to be so hard to keep that OP up. He's going to hear Kavanstein taking shots at somebody. Yes, and gets the takedown. So that was a nice one there. Panther is lurking here, though. Now, if Schnar can rotate a satchel in, that would be a big play. Oh, he's already spotted out, though. Wasn't exactly the play I thought was going to come out from the allies here. I really expected like a screening play to try and find that OP and rotate a squad in to the opposite side and like kind of pincer from both sides. Not what happens in the end. Looks like the recon's kind of taking that role. As you can see, Falco, the flat cannon, and Dalmore kind of screening back to the allied lines here. Shnarcy is somehow alive. I don't know how he's still alive in this one. Does finally get taken out. Poyo is in the same spot he's been for 10 minutes and takes Schnar out again. Apologies, that wasn't Schnar last time. Allies really kind of running the roost right here. However, the Axis is going to open this up a little bit with an airhead of their own. Now this... Oh, apologies, not an airhead. This is a bait. This is just ammunition. Is this Axis or Allies? Looks like it's going to be Axis. Or sorry, Allies. Yeah, so it is kind of like a bait airhead, I guess. There's nobody really here for the ammo. I guess they're going to drop it. Yeah, maybe that's what they need there. Why would they drop it? Why would they, first of all, they've already dropped their airhead. Why would they bait here? And if they need ammo, why wouldn't they drop it in a more secure place near like the point or something? Curious. Maybe that's where the squad leader called for it. I'm not too sure. Rotating back to the attack because this is kind of the hot spot here on Yellow House, joining behind the allied push. KTM is going to join the party here with Schumacher on the left, Raffi, 7, Struzio, and Lo Servitore. Apologies if I messed that one up. With a Panther on point, going to be hard though, of course. Maybe we'll see. You know, I think that was an engineer going to be trying to be a satchel hero right there. Not going to work out for him. KTM, I've heard Italian squad here, pushing the point, switching up a little bit. Finally, Core is actually rotating that back, so you can see STDB, Pressure, Weazenby, Will also coming in. So this should be kind of where it heats up from the Allies' point of view. They've got position here on the backside, are going to be pushing in. Quickly just want to check to see what our ping is right here. 204. That would explain some of the stuttering. Apologies, ladies and gents, for that. On board with Excite right now. Looking to excite this game, open it up a little bit. Smek is going to go down on the backside with the coming pressure from the Allies. This might be the moment where the Allies actually do take this point. You can see large force of French clan troops here kind of linking up. The front line is kind of linked up with this fourth point here. And I'd have to assume once this PBS squad goes down fully that the cap progress really starts off here. Weazenby, Falco, all on the backside. KTM kind of suppressed there, but it doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. As long as they're in sector, we can take a look at the map and see. Yeah, they're in sector. Core's in sector. I'm surprised we're not seeing some cap progress here. I think it's just the tank that's actually kissing the point right now. But Will's going to be coming right from behind in this Panther with the AT. Will he be able to get the plant off? The commander sees it for sure. Going to need a run out here. Ooh, saved at the last moment by Mars Mike. Yeah, I was expecting a run out from the commander if we didn't see that save. However, that is leading now to the cap progress increasing for the Axis. That tank is off point. Almost full control point right here. Heighted the last hope for point. Knuble and Schnarr gonna get into a little tussle inside the house right here. If Schnarr can win this 1v2, that would be huge right here. Chags is gonna take some shots through the window. Doesn't get the takedown. Rotation coming out from Schnarr. Gonna meet Knuble inside. Schnarr wins that one. He's got one more. Chags goes down and Schnarr stays up and holds position. Now, Al the Hammer. I don't know why I call him Althammer. Al the Hammer coming in the backside here. Oh, Schnarr just putting up that OP at the wrong time. Can he take down Al? Oh, he just completely misses him. Al's gonna come in behind. Schnarr still wins. I wish we could turn off roofs of buildings. And his OP stays up. Wow. Okay. 60% cap progress and climbing here for the Allies. Schnarr kind of putting on a 1vx clinic over there. Getting really fortunate. You know, he didn't lose the OP. I mean, he wins his gunfights, but he didn't lose the OP. No timer for that. Knuble gonna push in now too. And finally, Knuble does take him out. Any spawns coming on the OP? Can Knuble crush that OP? Yes, he can. So, too little too late, though, as this one is going to go towards the Allies here on Yellow House. A 4-1. Now, keep in mind, if we finish this before the 30 minutes, we're going to redo this. I don't know if, if anybody wants that. But we'll see. 4-1 for the Allies, for the Soviet faction here on Squad Line Battles, Server 1. Let's take a look at map, see what the last point is going to be. City Overlook here. Now, this Panther's looking like they're in a little bit of trouble. Speaking about in trouble here, WD-44 Vatra, Vechna Vatra getting taken out by Will. This garrison here under threat. El Sepsis with the pump shotgun. Or apologies, not with it. Is that a pump shotgun? I can't remember. No, that's the rifle. I honestly haven't played the Soviets in months. Not even gonna lie. Sepsis goes down. I'm so used to the Americans. He doesn't look too happy about that one. Would have loved to see a satchel go off. It did go off. Unfortunately, Sepsis is going to put that satchel on the outside instead of push in and get inside the little factory here. Feel like nothing's changed. It's just the Americans. But everything has changed. The Soviets. You don't see the maps a lot, though. You know, there were issues with the maps starting off. I think at least for me, a lot of those issues have been solved. But the map is just, it's so hard with the open. And I don't know what the solution is to improve gameplay on it, to make people want to play it more. Maybe a new map for the Soviets with some more terrain and some more buildings with some blocking, so that you can move around the map a little easier there, and you don't get sniped. And also the rendering for the tanks too. On this channel you've seen it. Seasonal last season, AG versus BST2, when we had a tank fight for like 10 minutes, where each tank thought they were hitting each other, but neither tank was actually hitting each other. Now, flank going on here from the Allies. You can see a little bit of an opening in the defensive lines, really just from Yellow House. It's more of like a north-south when it should be kind of an east-west, or a something of that magnitude, east-west map. The teams are kind of switching to a north-south layout for this one. I'm hoping to see the Axis kind of get back into this one, though. They're having a little bit of trouble here with the core STDB attack. Now, Ludiga going to be the first one on point here, going up against a few defenders, Broken Arrow being one of them. Oh, Ludiga, I thought you were going to go for the knife. Oh, I really wanted to see the knife there. Instead, just going to go for the hipfire takedown with the Papa Shush. The PPSH. Wants to get maybe get a little closer to the spawns here. Get some cover to break up the... break up the peaks right here. It's gonna be hard to play it mid to long range with the Papa Shush. Yeah, you can see it's just any other gun like a bolt action or a semi-auto there probably would have taken down Broken Arrow. Just with the Papa Shush, it's hard. Landed a few shots, it's not enough. Broken Arrow should have the advantage here mid-range fight. STG 44, I believe. We're getting tagged a few times there. Sorry, MP40 on Broken Arrow. Hold the phone though, because we're getting an airhead in the HQ here of the Allies. Interesting. Sorry, of the Axis. For the Allies. Be an odd place to airhead yourself. And of course, there's no Mark or Veshnavatra going to be the first one back. Unless a max range nade connects here, I don't think he's going to make it in time. Probably going to be in a really good position to take out whoever spawns first, though. Like max range nade, gonna jump, gonna see it, looking for it right now, not seeing it first time. Ooh, there's the spawn wave coming in. Gets one, the KTM squad. Gonna clean Vechna up. Rebro gonna be coming in from the opposite side too. He goes down, count, right across the wall from this one, and KTM, STDB are gonna spawn in. Let's zoom out a little bit here to see if any squad leads got in on that one. No. Oof. That's rough. That's difficult here. Schumacher's going to go down. Clancy's got a peek onto the airhead here. Next spawn wave comes in. TTX squad comes in. The Raptor squad is in the HQ. This is when it's going to start to get real. However, the Axes are actually capping back Yellow House. Now we're going to see a bombing run drop right here. Oh, no messing around. That airhead going to get taken out immediately. Does TTX get an OP up? He might not have. That might have been a big save here from the Axis commander. Now, unfortunately, that bombing run needed to be used. I don't know if it actually needed to be used, but it was looking like it was getting really dangerous. Now, TTX is going to go down. The big question is, did he get an OP up? Now, looking on Yellow House, Vicox from WTH pushing in from the back side. You got HTD also. Big question is, can this HTD squad pick out this LPF OP? Looks like they can. Peter's going to be on it right now from the back side. Hawk has no clue. Peter pushing in, going to spot out the OP and crush it there. So OP goes down. Squad leader is nowhere to be seen. Here comes the Katusha strike, and I'm wondering where that's going to go, because I'm guessing on the attack? Maybe into this void here on the backside? That would make sense too. No, it's going to go on the attack right here. Rain down. Cool shot. Highly ineffective. Nobody really there. Ooh, hold the phone. Highly ineffective. Not. I would love to see if the OPs do get taken out by the strikes. I think that leaving them up is kind of silly. But it was nice to see that Katusha connect. Unfortunately, the squad just respawns 2 seconds later. For how hard it is to connect with those, you'd really want to see the OP go down. That's a different discussion for another day. In terms of gameplay, because of course bombing runs would have to do the same things. But I think for overall gameplay, we're at a point right now where teams should be punished by garrisons and OPs for bombing runs. I think it's too easy. Too easy to just have it stay up. I'm gonna hop off my soapbox though, because the Raptor squad, he did get an OP up, and they are fighting and being a wedge here between the HQ and the rest of the map. Looking to cut this one off. TTX and the Raptor squad. Damien, Bydrain, Elizabeth, TKU. Who else is in this one? Oni did get taken out. Going to be back there. Commander doing his best to hold off the Raptors The Dinos from On Point. I love the Raptors, by the way. Awesome clan. Hopefully, I've seen a lot of new recruits. Hopefully they have a 50. I haven't talked to Scalp in a minute, but I hope they have a 50. Raptors are one of the French competitive Hell Let Loose teams previously playing with DC. DC now has their own 50, and especially with the latest kind of transfer over from 82nd AD, they're going to have more than 50 and lots of good players. So 55 minutes to go here. Conservative tanking, I'd say, for the most part from this Panther, playing very defensively. Looking maybe to transition to some attack. They don't really have a lot of infantry support in that mid. Yeah, a lot of that push from the backside. WTH still on point. You see HTD still on point. Coming from the opposite side, so they're gonna have to drive through the allied lines to get there. Now, I'm not hugely concerned with that. Lots of open ground. You know, of course, the allies, the Soviets, don't have the best AT. They don't have like the bazooka or the Panzerschreck. You know, they have the satchel option, which is their best AT, and then they have the AT gun, which is you know, not super effective. Sorry, I wanted to pan out there to see what was being dropped, what was going on there, what was being scouted. I honestly saw a little bit of a blip of smoke on point, and I'm thinking that possibly an OP went down. There is a garrison still on point. Blitz is very close here. Nasbrock going to go on the flank. Can Blitz get into point here and get a really good satchel off? That's going to be the question. STG 44 crawling. Nasbrock from the back should spot Blitz out. Does take him out. So good a spot there. Blitz was about to make it to the wall there with smoke, and honestly could have, you know, had a 1 kill plant that might have challenged the garrison on point. However, from the backside, big push coming in from the axis right here. HTD Cult joining. WTH rotation coming out also. They're no longer on the east. They've rotated to the north, so full north push coming off. You can see Vic Ox there, King from HTD, Omen Sons from Cult, the Recon Open Air, so 2 HTD squads. Big potential for this push. Hard through the open ground, and with that bombing run being already used on the defensive, it's going to be very hard to get this position. I'd love to see a precision strike used, honestly, onto this Gary if they have the spot on it. I don't know if they do have the spot for it. I honestly haven't seen too much of allied tanks at all. I mean, allied tanks are kind of missing from both of these points right now. I wonder if they're also playing very conservatively. As we look onto the battlefield here, really not seeing much of the armor from the allies either. Only that Panther. We can look at the map. Gun run goes down. Yeah, the Gary is spotted. Okay, we'll see if Al the Hammer can do something about it. Rotating back onto point. Al the Hammer, very, very close here. Might get taken down pushing across the street. He's in the open. In cover right now. Oh, if he can only make it. Fox is looking. Al's kind of gauging his best option right here. Now, if he can get across to the house, lay down prone, and put a satchel down, he would be able to take out that Gary. Not going to happen, though. Unfortunate there for Al. I would love to see. Now, I've never tested this because I honestly don't play the Soviets enough to know. What damage does the Soviet ATR do to garrisons, and does it pen through walls on garrisons? Would you be able to take it out of Gary from range if you know where it is? Like a bazooka, but through walls. I think that would be really cool. And like walls, I mean like wood, sheet metal, nothing like brick. But I would love to see that be able to do that. I think that would be a really versatile thing, if it's not already possible, for the Soviets to bring them kind of up to par with the long range Gary sniping gameplay that's possible on the Americans and the Axis side. Tank marker going down. We got a little bit of Soviet armor coming up to play here. Middle Cop Citrus and Phonex coming out in the heavy tank. The Russian tanks just look so different than anything else. The Soviet tanks, pardon me, so different than anything else at the time. Uh-oh. Little Axis AT gang from the backside here. Commander. Oh, getting caught in a rut, the driver. Middle cop gonna hop out. Not too much you can do with that. Well, I stand corrected. Oh, Proximo gonna blow his load a little bit earlier there. However, Ranger of the North coming in close. Gunner spots this out, going for the satchel plant. Middle cop on the other side of the tank here. Not gonna spot it out. Down goes the satchel. Middle cop hops back in, thinks he's safe. Little does he know, Ranger is right there. He's gonna have to know that there's a satchel on him. Yep, he's gonna come out, gets the takedown. Proximo suppressed right here. Now can he find the satchel? Gonna rotate over to the other side of the tank. Proximo with the takedown. That is gonna possibly mean the takedown of the crew. Can they defuse the satchel in time? No, they are going to run away from the tank. Phonex might try. Both of them go down. Nice play from Phalanx Squad, taking out the heavy on the backside right there. Whew. From what was a rather kind of, not going to lie, boring Stalingrad, that was pretty exciting on the backside. Nice little fight for the tank. Phalanx coming out on top in that one. Yeah, not too much else they could have done there. Really well played by Phalanx Squad overall. All right, we got more tank action for you in the middle right here. What is blowing up? Well, that's a Panther versus infantry getting a takedown there. Now, I do hear another engine, possibly another tank. No, that would be my dream, to have another tank. Unfortunately, not the case. Just going after infantry. Panther clearing out, getting stuck on some rubble there. This might be the moment where the Axis come back, though. They've taken down the tank for the... Hold the phone. Is there another tank over here? What is shelling? Yes, there is. It's Puma. So clearing operations commencing right now. El Seps is going to go for a plant. Not going to happen. I believe this is aware. There's no need for a run out right here. You have the speed. There's no need to get bogged down and lose crew. So good awareness there by the commander calling that out. Pushing the tank into overdrive to get out of that situation. If the Panther can link up with friendlies over here, they could start a push for sure. And this is going to be the weakness here of the Allies. Now, as we say that, I did see a crew there. Ooh, WTH. WTH on WTH action. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen here. 47 minutes to go. Ooh, this is not going to be good. Panther makes a good decision to cut back. Now, I also saw another shot. Puma on the backside right here with the flank. It's going to be marked out. Now, if this heavy turns around to face the Puma, he's going to expose himself to the Panther right here in a really bad spot. The WTH recruit tank, 82nd AD, new members of WTH, going to start fighting that Panther there. They are going to get taken out by the Puma from the backside. Beautiful execution from that one. Honestly, the STDB Puma right on point right there. And unfortunate that Skyvana or the other AT wasn't able to engage that Puma. And that's one of the OP factors of, I mean, you have to hit the recons quite a few times, whereas the gun, the rockets can hit them once. Now, I don't know if that Soviet tank would have won against the other WTH tank if they had got hit, but I know that's probably a contributing factor to the reason they were able to do that. And it's just, it's rough. It's damned if you do, damned if you don't. Now, maybe that heavy would have been able, if you rotated off and got line of sight on the Panther to take out the Puma first, but who knows at that point. We can see Skyvana probably has a satchel, actually. Yeah, going for the satchel placement. Doesn't even run the ATR because the ATR is just so bad. Unfortunately, now what I would love to see here is the STDB crew just drive onto point with that satchel. Oh, they're gonna do it. They're gonna get the Gary. They're gonna drive into the middle of point and park it. Maybe not. Oh, no, 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 no. Don't drive onto the Panther. Don't drive onto the Panther. Okay, good. No, 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 no. Don't drive onto the Panther. No, no, no. They did. And the Panther goes down. No, they stay up. What? How does the Panther stay up? I saw a second plume. Oh, come on, game. Come on. Oh, I was so close. That was so close. Wow. At least give the allies like better satchels or something if you're going to gimp them out on the friggin' ATRs. Possibly. That was so close to being one of the best clips ever in Hell Let Loose history, I think, at least. Not going to happen, though. The axe is 50% on this one. Tornfisk, House Gangster, and Ginger escape by the skin of their teeth. Like, oh, that was so close. Mine gut is probably what that STDB crew would be saying right now. Oh, Skyvana feels the feels. If only it was like a touch closer. I don't know how damaged that German tank is. But the Axis is going to be taking back this one 3-2. And we have a game, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see if they do a quick airhead play onto the 4th. That's a possibility for sure. So 3-2 is the game. Let us see. Carriage Depot, it is the name. Bayway's on point right here with Pivoni. Now looking at the map right now, nothing dropping so far. Pivoni is getting a garrison up or already on a garrison. 2 OPs in the backside. Ooh, super sneaky. No, that's Omen Sons. Now the marker comes down from Marquizio. Honestly, Rack, I thought you were Spanish. He's actually Croatian. I'm pretty sure. Don't quote me on that. I'm pretty sure. I saw his Steam profile that said that. Pavoni should have an easy takedown here. Oh. On to Rakizo. He goes down. So spawns on the backside here. Gary is up. Where are the Axis spawns? Not yet coming through. That's because it's overrun. Unfortunately, Danon probably close enough. Yeah, it's going to be Danon. Nice little spread here from these snipers. Unfortunately, not just able to keep to let that go up. I would have liked to see that a lot deeper. Maybe over here in the corner, as far as you can get it away from the activity, just right in the corner there. I know it's a big yard, a big open yard there, but I feel like putting it so close in sector is just kind of shooting themselves in the foot right now. They're not getting the spawns they need. And it's just not working out well for them. On Yellow House, if we go back, you can see the cap was short-lived here. I believe that we have to see if that tank is still up over here. Well, he's not on point. Yes, Panther's still up. So allies with a big line attack coming back. I wonder, a bombing run would be perfect right here. A line bombing run all the way across this front line would be absolutely perfect for the Axis right now. But I think they kind of want to go for the win. Now they have 41 minutes to do it. I think they should just try and secure their line first. It's going to be actually an intense battle right here. Both teams coming to clash right in the middle. I think the Axis actually have the upper hand. You can see they are capping back the point right now. As you hear the ATR go off on the Panther in the background. That was the response to the ATR. The Panther's just like, no, stop. I think Sky Van, yeah, there's the response. See, literally no damage. You know what would be cool? I think something to add to that would be if the ATR could like hit these little things, these little viewports here, and if he did that, it would skew the commander's view a bit. It would like damage that component. And then it would be like, yeah, you're not damaging overall, you're damaging the visibility, but it would be something. And let me know in the chat if that was something that really happened. Speaking of something that really happened, we got an explosion on the backside right here. That's just going to be a truck blowing up. Nothing too major. There is, though, another heavy coming out here for the Allies. Looking to challenge the Panther once more. Ooh, Panther going to be in a tough spot right here. Panther's going to peek his little turret over the top of the hill here. Uh-oh. 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 Tank's in a bad spot right now. Oh, the Stuka just misses there. Not going to get him. Who is going to blink first in this one? It's like a Mexican standoff right here. We go down. We go up. We go down. We go up. Oh, there we go. I don't know how, but the Soviet tank moved exactly the same time. So their patience is similar. Like, you can't tell me that's not choreographed. Like, they went at the exact same time. The Panther backed up. The Raptors tank drove forward. Big threat coming out here. Going to be AT now, especially if the Axis can push up. I'd love to see some smokes onto this tank to make him displaced from his position. Love to see some infantry from the Allies support his tank. It's going to be a Stalingrad standoff right now. Neither tank is trying to do anything here. All right. Tanks don't want to fight each other. Let's find someone else who will. Ooh. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. Tanks don't want to fight each other because there's a tank that's flanking right here. Where are you? Where art thou, Panther? Tank marker's mighty off. There is the Panther's, oh, right here. Okay, let's go on board with the flanking Panther right here. You can see. Uh-oh, this is going to be very, very bad for the Soviet tank right here. Down it goes. Yeah, repeat of history a little bit there. Instead of a Puma, though, they brought a big cat in the Panther. 2 Panthers on point. This point is definitely in control here of the Axis forces. Now, can they transition this? 35 minutes to go. What can they do to transition this into a 3-2 win here? Because I feel like this Panther power spike is coming back in a big way right here. And it's going to be very, very, very hard for the Allies to fight out of this one. On the back side of things for the Axis, they're still staying in touch back here. They have a lot more bodies. Taking the map to see, yeah, just OPs. Looks like they're going to try to go for a Gary on the flank here. Maybe another Gary down south with Electro. Denon Red Helix defending the point well. There was a recon right up in point right here. Not going to be able to do much. Defending tank from the Axis. Ooh, gonna have to watch out here. So, if I think they're safe back here, little do they know that a whole bunch of angry Germans just spawned to the south of them. Now, right now, about 400 meters away, but within 2 to 3 minutes, I mean, we're going to start to see some real pressure here on this tank. It's not going to be easy. Zooming out here, you can see Phalanx get a try there. Two-man play again. Omen Sun's going to come up the backside of the tank. Might scare it a little bit. Ooh, Omen Suns with a two-piece here. Can he get the third? Going to patch up really quickly. His recon buddy does get the third. Let's go on board Omen here as he looks to clear out OPs or garrisons. That is a very nice target here. The Cult Recon Squadly going to take down the Gary. Down goes Gary there. Omen Suns with the play. Going to take it out for Cult. One of the coolest logos in all of competitive Hell Let Loose, honestly. I think they have a really cool vibe. I mean, if you're into that stuff, I don't even know what you would call it per se. Badass. He's going to go down from Untalented there. Bombing run on the front line here. Are the Axis just going to run down the hill to point? I mean, I guess. Why not? Right? Why not? Speaking of the Axis, though, it looks like... did they lose a Panther here? No. Allies still trying to stay relevant on the fourth. However, that is not what's happening right now. The Axis really steamrolling back into this game. Vechnavatra going to be getting a push onto the flank of this Gary right here. Let us go on board with him. What can he do? STG-44 gonna get one. Looking for a second right here. Oni is crouched. Hawkins gonna rotate and spot Vechna out. Ooh, just taking him out from that foxhole, that artillery crater. I don't really know what to call it. I think it's an artillery crater. Attack is heating up on the midpoint, though. Look at this position on the backside of point. Almost cutting off. Now, I have some concerns about follow-up forces, but if this first initial force can really do some damage here, I don't know. An airhead might be the solution. There's a lot of KTM, a lot of BC, a lot of LPF on point. Rear Helix is doing a good job to hold down his main point, too. Now, Katyusha Strike's going to hit just south of us right here. Yeah, not really doing too much with that Katyusha. Just kind of hitting the ground. Airhead positioning is poor. Nade gonna take out a few friendlies there. That was a poor airhead position. There is a spawn up a little further back. I would have loved to see that spawn in between the carriages here. I don't know really why they dropped that airhead so far forward onto the enemy lines. Just kind of a misclick maybe from Commander. "30 minutes to go, though. And yeah, Proximo on point. HTD squad's kind of getting closed in on a little bit here. They need to get a little more spaced out on this one if they want to put that pressure back on point. Second HTD squad coming in from the north side here. Proximo is just being a sneaky devil on point right now. There is a tank also on the north side too. Finally gets taken out by Clint there. Yeah, this squad, they're trying to hold this trench and hold close. I think, and keep as many bodies as on point as possible for that cap progress. That means that the other squads on the top side of the hill really need to push down quickly and close this gap off right now. Cypher's doing a good job of it. Look at Cypher, the positioning here. Right on the backside, getting some shots into the spawns, and the garrison on point right here. Good position. Pangoli not going to get... El Pangoli not going to get the takedown. Now Cypher, can he get into a new position and start fragging again? Or does he get taken out by Pangoli? Pangoli going to take a few rounds from somewhere else here. Cypher's in a really good position. Oh, I bet he wishes he was a recon right now with the FG42. Tags Big Hawk a few times there. Cypher in the perfect spot here. PBS Cypher, what else can he do? Waiting for that spawn wave to come in. Has definitely marked out the position. Oh no, as soon as he rotates, that's when the move comes out from Clint onto point. Axis making cap progress. It's a crossfire right. Poyo Sima is on the north side. Does get taken out. Cypher's the last one. Does not get any off of that spawn wave. Oh, that would have been huge if Poyo could have got a few bursts off onto that spawn. As it stands right now, though, Julian Nature. Don't know if there's a rocket in store maybe here. That Gary's out in the open. So's the OP here. Cypher not really having a whole lot of luck. Yeah, he's going to go down there, unfortunately. Julia also and the rest of that HTD squad goes down. Big spawn wave onto point right here. The Axis need... I would love to see a precision strike onto this Gary right here. I would love to see like a satchel drop. Can we replace the precision with a satchel? Almost be more effective with the infantry around it. Yeah, we're not going to drop that big bomb. No. Just put a little satchel on it. We'll be fine. More precise. Does more AoE damage. Allies, though, pulling back a lot of bodies here. Axis, you know, HCD, one of their squads was really good at just holding pressure on point. However, the other squads that spawned in here have not been successful in disrupting the garrison spawn on the backside. That's be the biggest thing. Almost, I would have loved to see a light tank yeet in and take it. This is the light tank role that, you know, would be really, it is really successful in Stalingrad. Not the Puma, of course. I mean, even Puma's viable, honestly. It's the Soviets, right? They can't really take it out too easy. But the Lux yeeting in there, you know where the garrison place is. Just send the Lux in there. If it dies, it dies. If it gets a garrison, it gets a garrison. Now, we have a little bit of a tank fight up here. Panther's getting involved with a core squad. That doesn't want to stay there for too long. Red should have the takedown onto Will. Ooh, just doesn't get it. Isn't looking. Will going for the satchel right here. Now, this WTH tank, I'm sure knows about this. Sorry, SCB tank. I'm sure knows about this. They are hightailing it out of there. There's a second tank, and I believe that's the WTH Panther. That might not. Ooh, watch out. Don't want to crash. Better late than never here for the push. 2 Panther push coming out from the Axis. No need for a light tank if you're going to smash a Panther into the point. However, that Panther doesn't beeline it straight for the garrison. Will's going to keep running here with his cape. Can he get onto that Panther? Can that Panther Oh, 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 Panther's getting stuck a little bit there. Riding very close to the train carriages. Will going for the satchel plant. Cap progress on both point, 50% for the Axis right here. Allies at about 10%. Commander tried to HE, AoE onto the point. Panther gonna come around that corner here and obliterate the garrison spawn, at least the garrison spawn. Next one up is going to be the Gary, and the Axis with 24 minutes to go are right back into this game. That's all it took, really. The lack of AT is on display for the Soviets right here, and honestly, that's not a knock against the Soviets. It's just a fact. The AT cannot compete with the Axis. They have to do more. Their tanks have to be there on point, and even though the tank is probably going to get satcheled here, 100% worth. L'Osservatore, I think, has dropped his satchel onto the side of this tank right here. No, I actually don't see any sparks coming off. Tortofist's going to clear the tank right there. It's on the back side? No, is it underneath? Oh. Oh, it's underneath. He didn't clear the bottom side of the tank. This tank is going to be going down as we go to a 3-2. Wow. So sneaky plant there from L'Osservatore. I don't know if it's necessary for both tanks to be in this push. I mean, 3-2 is the win though at the end of the day. Now this second Panther needs to get out of there quickly. But a nice play overall to get the 3-2 from that WCH tanks. Unfortunately, they get satchel. Tortofist clears, thinks he gets the clear on it. The satchel was under the tank. Sneaky plant from the trench from L'Osservatore. And yeah, the Axis are back in control in this one. BG Hawk just trying to stay alive. Pretty funny considering he's just rotating around. The crew's spotting him out. DP-26 in hand, finally gonna get taken down. Vaha gonna offer his services of repair here, and with 22 minutes to go, the Allies, ooh, looking rough here. Panther stack gonna be what does it in the end. They could have pulled those Panthers up probably 10 minutes earlier and done the same result. Waited a little bit for it though. Nice play from them. That one that one makes me smile. The satchel surprise on the bottom, Tortofist, he probably like, yo boys, we're good. We don't have a satchel. We're clear. Let's get back in. Let's get out of here. Little did he know. Now, I'm glad he didn't drive straight to the other Panther, and we saw a repeat of what happened with the Puma. Reverse of roles. Still pretty funny to see here. Omen Sons is doing some work right here. Pushing up. Gonna see if I can pull the Archon for you guys and check on the server to see who's doing what. Now, of course, I would need the STDB server Archon. So let's see if I can find the STDB server Archon. As we follow on board with Omen Sons here, as he pushes into House of the Workers, the 4th point for the Allies. 21 minutes to go here. Going to take out V there. Rakizo is defending also in that spot. Omen Sens doesn't spot him though, going for the peak, the long peek down the wall right there. Someone else gets Rakizo. Klaus going to be the next victim here. Goes down combo with the MG on the backside. Lots of members of the Allies inside. Ooh, big spawn wave right here. Omen Sons drops 2, 3. How many is he going to get right here? Well, it feels bad, man, when your commander bombs you after you're clearing out half the point. PBS going to follow up. Junior also going to follow up onto this one. Junior was on the highlight reel last week here with an awesome satchel plan. He jumped onto the top of a 76 and got the satchel plant off at the back. Let's see what he can do with the satchel plant right here. Going for wall satchel plant right now, Junior. 1, 2, 3, 4. Gets Klaus pushing inside the workers building right here. This is one of the best urban building combat zones in the game. Satchel's already halfway. Looks like he's going to get 2 on this one, at least, if he doesn't clear out the rest of the building first. Does get taken out by Slayer. Satchel just too far off to the side to do anything else. And if we go back to the midpoint, though, the Allies taking back the midpoint right now. Ooh, they have good control on point for this one. That is not good news here. About 80% and climbing. There's no Axis here. What happened to the Axis? Did they call in sick? This is going to be an Allies 3-2 again. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Did they all disappear? Did they think they were going to go for a 4-1? Like, what in the world? The Allies going to take this one back 3-2. Axis just not anywhere to be seen on point. Not something I suspected. When we saw the tanks on point, there was at least one Panther. That Panther is either gone down or completely fallen back out of this one. Core on the backside doing some work back here, getting high control. Yeah, Axis, the Panther's still here, but they've completely just gone to the north side. No pressure on point. Now, if we go back over the fourth here, Core already making cap progress. Schnar and Captain on point right here. Going to look to gatekeep Phalanx, STDB, and WD-44. I don't know what to say, ladies and gentlemen. This is a crazy flip of fortunes right here. Core does take the high ground. Bombing run was kind of odd on the backside. Second Panther's going to be the only thing defending. Muse is going for a satchel plant, gets it down. Torchfist cops out on this one. He goes down immediately, and the WTH tank is in a lot of trouble right here. I mean, he's effectively taken down already. Now, if he knows where Garrison is, he could drive straight into that Gary. I don't think he's going to be able to get anywhere safe. 17 minutes to go, though. It is going to be a 4-1 again. Down goes the Panther. Cool guys don't look at explosions, right? So we'll just walk away from that one. Schnar on point. TTX joining him from Raptors. I think the Axis can probably stop this cap, but they're going to be fighting this instead of the midpoint for the rest of the game. I mean, they might be able to. Honestly, I don't know. The cap pressure is immense. No tank here on point. Only tank is back on midpoint, and it was heavily damaged last time we saw it right here. 80% and climbing. This could be a huge blow. And effectively, the game here. Oh, man. You got to feel bad for the Axis. They worked so hard for that. To give it away so quickly. There's another tank on. That's going to be a Soviet tank, though. This is all but done here. Rocket's going to miss. 4-1 is the score. Soviet tank kind of desperately driving through the lines right here. Medium, dip, duck, dodge. Oh my gosh. Are we playing dodgeball or hella loose? WTH recruits new members. The tank squad coming over from 82nd AD to WTH. Of course, we talked about the infantry squad. I believe 2 infantry squads coming over from WTH. What am I saying? From 82nd AD to DC, and you know, I'm not a member of either organization. I have friends in both. orgs, lots of nice guys involved. And it just, you know, first, so perspective wise, first with Phoenix, now with, into a lesser extent, EG, the Russians, to WTH, and now here with 82nd AD, and, you know, their competitions they might have to drop out of. You're talking about the seasonal, you're talking about ECL, you're talking about HCA. I mean, every league that's involved, every competition, rumors of 18v18, though I think they have about 20 something left on the roster, and it's just your heart goes out. You know, I understand that the individual circumstance of these players and the reasons vary why they wanted to leave. Hold the phone for that for a second here, because big Axis push coming in. Blue Meanie gonna pull up. Julia gonna pull up. Satchel, Julia. Satchel. Oh, Schnar over the wall, gonna take out a few. Knuble not able to get a satchel. Nasbrook gonna clean it up on the backside. Now, is there a satchel? Do you see anything twinkle? No. Axis gonna pull up onto point though and said, yo, we're not giving up this easily. Panther also gonna pull up on the backside. I wonder if they did take out that medium. I don't see where it went. It probably ran for its life. But yeah, like my heart goes out. And obviously the individual decisions of players, they have their own reasons. In squads and what have you, have their own reasons for doing their actions. It just, it sucks to see, you know, that happen to a team that has so much history inside. So hopefully they can come back, and hopefully the members that departed the team can you know, can have good experiences also in their new teams. As the game grows, I think the quality of players increases and the number of players total increases too. So, you know, it just sucks to see potentially teams pulling out of events like we saw, you know, Phoenix pull out, and we potentially going to see 82nd pull out too. So yeah, it is what it is at the end of the day. If you want to find out about all the latest transfers coming out, join the Discord. In the comments, a channel in Discord called Transfer Market, HLO Transfer Market, covers as many as possible. Also, if you have tips about players going to another team, feel free to reach, message out. We'll try to keep it as accurate as possible and as up to date as possible with all the latest transfers coming out of Hell Let Loose and the different teams. Katyusha Strike, not going to do much to stop the Axis from coming back within reaching distance here. I honestly thought they'd be able to hold the 4-1, but really they got pushed on hard. Medium tank not able to do a whole lot. Panther very strong. You know, the simplest way to describe that is Panther strong. Infantry played a part, but that Panther did a drive-by on the backside of point and kind of like noped the the infantry that was pushing for the Allies. 3-2 is going to be the score here. 12 minutes to go, 10 minutes effectively to cap. Of course, 2 minutes continuous cap if you're new to competitive Hell Let Loose. The Axis have to start capping and continue capping with at least 2 minutes on the clock without interruptions to win this one. There is a problem with that plan though, in the terms of the heavy tank coming up the backside here for the Allies. Going to be your friendly neighborhood Raptor crew, Middle Coop, Citrus, and Phonex coming up to try and keep this dub, try and keep the pressure up on point. However, if I know the Axis, they probably have something up their sleeve. So let's get kind of in between both points right here. Red Helix can be securely on the defensive, Clint and also Rakizo defensive squads. Looking in the defensive sector right here, Omen Sons going to be going for the garrison. Now he's just let that out to the world. If there's anybody who can do something right here, it's gonna be Omen Sons. Boas Weltmeister on the backside, gonna try to take some of that pressure off. Omen Sons gonna be in a 1v3 situation right here. 10 minutes to go for the game right here, Omen Sons. Unfortunately, it's gonna drop and almost go down right away. Omen Sons not going to be ready for the garrison. Ooh, that's tough. Confirming no garrison was dropped. No garrison goes up. Nasbrock going to get the Takedown onto the supplies. Omensen's goes down. So that's effectively stopped right here. And now back on the 4th point, we are seeing cap progress. Oof. With that heavy tank pushing in, let's see if we can find out where he's at. Hopefully that wasn't him just blowing up right there. No, that was a Panther going down. I can't tell. Yes, Panther going down. Okay. So Panther goes down. That'll be part of the reason why the Axis are having some trouble on this point. I don't quite see. Oh, there we go. Okay. There it is. So infantry going to help out with the spotting. Possible satchel from Excite. Possible takedown from the heavy below us. Yeah, not good news, honestly. If you are the Axis team trying to push off this and get a 3-2 here, possible win. One of our best buds from the Hello Loose community, Falco the Flat Cannon. Oh man, I wish we need to start a GoFundMe. He needs to start streaming. I don't actually know if his PC can handle streaming or his internet. We need to first persuade his ISP to deliver fiber to his area. This man is absolutely insane on the gun. I've seen him stream a few times in Discord, just hanging out, and he is absolutely cracked. Honestly, one of the best shooters in the game. Don't say that lightly. Falco and Crazy Ram are two names that really stick out from the Raptors in terms of just raw ability shooting. He's gonna be back here with Recon trying to do some work to break up the defense. Is not gonna have too much to look at just the moment. Panther also gonna pull up. Shift over to the Panther right here. This is going to be a dangerous push from this Panther. He doesn't quite have any infantry support here. There is that heavy. Where did that heavy go? Where did you go? My heavy. Is that it over there? Did it go down? No. No, honestly, where did the heavy go? There it is. Okay, clocking the heavy on the left. Ooh, bad choice. Will's going to be going for a satchel plant. This heavy tank doesn't care and is just going to yeet forward. Whee! Oh, getting caught on terrain there. Might let Will go for the satchel. Jumps on top of the tank. He gets on top. Gets the satchel on the top of the roof of the tank. Will with a nasty satchel play right here with 7 minutes to go. I don't know what's going to take out this tank first. The satchel. Torfisk is going to hop out. Take out Will. Can he get the defuse? Stop the tank. Everyone's hopping out. Hopping on top. One gets sniped. Elsepsis looking for the next snipe. Gets the second. Secures the takedown on the tank. Wow. What a play right there for the takedown of the tank. From the core squad. That was absolutely beautiful. Absolutely. Pitch, like almost a duplicate of what we saw last week in SLB with the junior play on the tank. Beautiful to see. I didn't think he would get it. And I think the tank commander thought he could get away with that. Not the case, though. Beautiful play. So 6 minutes to go. 4 minutes until we need uninterrupted cap progress. Not a lot of time here for the Axis to get back into this one. They do have position, but nothing that looks promising right here. If we look down to the north side, this is probably the most promising position they have, just for the fact that it's so sparsely populated by the defending allies. Bombing run going to come down on point though from the north. Interesting here, considering the HTD squad is effectively surrounded right here by STDB. We'll see if they can fight out of that one. A nice bombing run from the commander, clears out the point. Now, is there going to be an airhead right into that smoke on point? Please tell me there's going to be an airhead. There is. Airhead dropping a little late. I would have liked the timing. I don't know. I mean, this might work here. Squad on the north, pretty far away. PBS Cypher coming in. Smek is on the flank also. Cap progress coming out. It's just unfortunate that airhead dropped so late that Damien, I mean, remember, no rockets. Oh, it's so far north. Oh, this is not going to work out. They should have gone with the south position for this airhead. Is there anybody to cover this? Damien's right there. Nade's going to miss. Damien taking shots. He goes down on the backside. Clint not connecting with his grenades here. This could be huge. This could be absolutely huge, ladies and gentlemen. 4 minutes to go. Cap progress interrupted, stopped. Rafi going to be going for the nade. Does it connect? No. Missing with the nade right there. Vicox to defend. Full spawn wave comes in onto point. The Axis taking advantage momentarily. Oh my gosh, the whole squad goes down. Allied tank saying not today. Not today. Middelkop, Citrus, and Phonex destroy the whole spawn wave. Take out everybody on point. Shut down the mere notion of an Axis comeback into this one. Beautiful play from them. Oh man, that was absolutely brutal. Take down the whole spawn wave. You got to feel for the Axis. They were making progress right there. But with 3:50 to go, no chance anymore. That is going to be the game right here. 3-2, maybe a 4-1 victory for the Allies. Absolutely brutal. Brutal play here from this heavy tank. Let's give them the props they deserve. Go on board with them for the last few minutes in this one. Taking some damage right now from AT on the backside, looks like. Ducks and Nuts taking a shot at the backside here. Going to go for a second Panzerstreak shot after the tank gets on the backside of this wall. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Or is he? Going to ricochet that shot there. Not too sure how Ricochet is going to pay for it dearly. Two minutes to go, officially. 20 seconds left in this one to start capping. The Allies do enough thanks to this tank. I mean, the Allies gotta thank this heavy tank. Without them, they might have lost this one. It was really close. Absolutely so close. GG though goes out to both teams here. In an eventful second half of the squad line battles. It's not over yet. Peter gonna go down. Unfortunately, not able to get a satchel off. He wanted to. On point right here. The Allies, I mean, you know what? They still have time, actually. This is not going to end 3-2. Juliana is going to get the satchel placement. Oh, putting mines. Never mind. Trying to shoot the mine? What? What is going on right here? What? I'm so confused. Whatever that was something. 15 seconds to go now. The core squad will have to make cap progress of halfway before. Not going to happen though. Going to stabilize back to a 3-2, and we are going to end here. Squad line battles with a 3-2. This 82nd AD tank is literally just driving around in circles. Oh, what a meme. La-di-da-di-da. Just driving around in circles on the point. Why not, right? Why not? Finally taking some damage. Puma gonna pull up with seconds to go. Puma stops. Ooh, that's going to be a mistake. Down goes the Puma. Rocket going to miss. GG, well played, honestly. Great job from both teams. That heavy tank coming in clutch at the end there. A really good ending to this one. The Soviets going to take this one 3-2 overall. And what a game.